In the high ridges of Tennessee, the mountains rise like sentinels. Narrow roads twist through forest and stone. The most technical paths in American rally. Here, precision is survival. One mistake can cost it all. Cyr returns, eyes fixed on the championship. Henry Tabor hunts him down, determined to block his path. Tipman seeks redemption after Ojibwe's penalties left him wanting more. And Mark Tabor fights the heat, chasing his place on the podium. In these mountains, the line between glory and failure is red. In these mountains, Tennessee demands only the best. This is Over Mountain Rally. At Newport Speedway, the rally sparks to life. Engines roar, crowds rise, and the first stage begins. A super special stage, unlike any other, with dual jumps that test both nerves and machine. Two cars running opposite each other, chasing time and the first taste of glory.
The prospect here, he knows it's very off. The far side of the park see, that's just a beautiful thing. See, we can all get along. Skoda and Subaru. Let's live more like that, you know?
Dawn breaks over the speedway, and calm hangs in the air. Crews move with quiet purpose, tightening bolts, checking notes, chasing perfection. Team Tabor has made some crucial modifications to address their issues of overheating.
Every other team that runs a Fiesta with this much horsepower has hood vents. Yeah, it seems like a known issue, and we actually have some like fiberglass cutouts that go in a specific place, but we didn't have a template for it, so we just drilled some holes, put some screen over it in the meantime. As a desperation measure, sort of.
Yeah.
Drivers speak of strategy, of how they'll face the tight, twisting roads that wait ahead. Among them, Team O'Neill stands on the edge of something greater, a chance to clinch the national title.
So Glenn did a beautiful mind type of thing and put together a spreadsheet of every option available to us this weekend. If this happens, then this happens. So we have like 14 different ways we can secure the championship this weekend. Depends what the Tabors do, depends what we do. We're obviously just going to focus on what we can do this weekend, but kind of fourth place finish or better pretty much secures the championship for us this weekend.
I think concern number one is don't get motion sick. The stages are very technical. I have never had so many ones and twos in a single event. I think I've had more ones and twos in this rally than I've had in all of my rallies combined.
It's so rocky and it's so rough. It's really going to be more about dodging rocks than anything else, just keeping those tires intact.
Speed's not a huge concern. I don't think we're going to be going very fast, but that means that overheating is a concern. There's not a lot I can do as a co-driver for that, other than, be supportive and be like, all right, let's just back off a little bit, let it cool down some, let's find some free air somewhere.
Being a front wheel drive, I have a lot of challenges going on the uphill, so having good suspension tuning to make sure I'm not losing too much time on the uphill is also going to be critical. And on the downhills, it's a little easier for me to get that kind of technique that I'm looking for, so I'm really looking forward to the downhills.
Each car is a heartbeat away from chaos as the final preparations end and the true rally begins.
1, go. 7 left short down, 110. 9 right over sharp brow, 5 left. Three over kick, and left 3 into 7 left. And dip 30, left 3 minus, into right 3. Into 2 right.
So the first stage what we ran, we got to 252 coolant, which is not great. Sucked actually, went to full like hard limp mode where the car just would not do anything except cry and piss itself. But after that I learned how to drive around it and how to avoid it, which is working.
So we just completed the first loop of the day. Pretty challenging event in general. This is probably the most technical event in the country right now. A lot of the challenges that we're having is, for me as a co-driver, trying to find the proper cadence, because there's really no cadence that you can get within this. Roads are so tight, technical. We had a couple of rain showers come through that's changed the road conditions where we've had to slow down.
There is so much input going on. I was like, and the road's the same color, and I was like, la la la, and we popped it, and I was like, oh shit, that's bad. And then right ahead is a left 2, and there's like 14 media people on the hillside. I'm like, well, I hope your cameras were working. Ryan, don't delete the movie files, okay?
What exactly happened?
Somebody was half off the road, and it was on a tight turn, and he came around and saw the guy holding the rope at the last second, and so he was at the front of the car, and the guy tried to switch ends, and then the other guy was like, just go. So we wasted all that time and couldn't even help the guy.
Downsides of being nice.
Mm-hmm.
It all comes back in the end.
Oh yeah.
Just going into this evening, we're just working on fine-tuning the car, thinking if we want to make any other changes. So far, I think it's feeling good. I had to make some good brake adjustments to compensate from this course compared to the test stage. But other than that, I think it's going good. And tarmac was a lot of fun.
But we did have some overheating issues, still having some overheating issues. That's why the hood is off. But Chris has been driving really good, and notes have been really good as well. So we're just playing it smart to get this championship. I've already got the championship, so to get Chris, to get Team O'Neill, to get Olin suspension, to get Michelin tires, to get TRF, all those guys, to get that national title for them is I want them to get it. They've worked hard for me all year, so.
The final stage of Day 2 winds around Newport Speedway. Tight, fast, and built for the crowd. Every team pushes to the limit, giving it everything they have. But for Mark Tabor, disaster strikes. A blown turbo ends his charge and could mark the end of his run at Over Mountain Rally.
Yeah, I feel bad for Dad. I do. It sounds like his turbo's gone. They're taking it apart. They're trying to see if it's something maybe that could be fixed. They're not very many happy campers, so I feel really bad. It's what I went through at Oregon Trail, and it's a really sucky feeling to have when you just don't go anywhere and your foot is through the floorboard and you're just like, no, we'll sit at 30 miles an hour.
All right, so yeah, we had a pretty fun run after our first service today. Everything was going great. I was getting warmed up in the car. We avoided our overheating issues we had on our first pass doing the middle road up. And then we were on the last stage before we came back to service. And we got a flat on the front, driver's side front. And we ended up shredding the tire and finishing out the stage, which was exactly what happened to us at Ojibwe. Except this time it didn't break the brake lines and body damage was minimal. So we got lucky on that. Then we came back to service and we jumped straight into the stage. And right as we started the stage, my co-driver's door was not closed all the way. We go through the first turn and his door flies wide open. He's strapped down as tight as he can be. He can't reach the door to pull it closed. I'm trying to swing the car to get it to close. It just didn't happen. We kind of made up for our goof for the spectators, but yeah, I don't know what kind of penalties are coming our way right now. The game plan for tomorrow is to not do what we did today.
Today is Sunday. It is 21st of September. Do you remember? It's kind of a game of after the first stage, we'll see what we need to do. Yeah, it's close. This is the tightest battle I've ever been in.
Checking the times, we ate away almost 10 seconds on Henry on that one stage. He's still got a 15-second lead on me going into the last day. I think this might be the first time I'm going into a stage, going into a day where I'm not in the lead. So this is a new experience.
6 stages isn't a lot, but it's also is a lot. Just the amount of things that can happen. These are longer stages than yesterday, so more of an opportunity for mistakes to happen later on or whatever the case is. So,
you know, I'm trying to play chess. I'm trying to stay focused on winning the championship, but it's eaten me alive a little bit that Henry's got 15 seconds on me. Kudos to him. I was pushing on some of the stages and he still beat me.
Why are you? I think I asked this. Why are you here? It's so existential. Why are you here? Why is any of us here? Well, I am here because during the last forest stage last night, the car went into what we thought was limp mode from overheating, which we're somewhat familiar with. I'm just kidding, we're very familiar with. But it was night, and I looked at the temp, and we were only at like 195 degrees, which is way too cold for that car to overheat. And so we figured we had a problem. The theory was we had lost an intercooler hose. Easy fix once we got back to service. A little challenging with the issues going on with the organization and timing, and we were gapped out a bit, and there was a little bit of chaos here in the service area. Crew checked it out. Everything was tight in the hoses, so we were looking at a turbo failure. We had to do the super special, and we needed to at least get through that to get back here, so the crew had overnight to figure out what was wrong, at least diagnose the problem. Just actually a little bit ago, the crew behind me with the help of Element, Tony and Matt with Element came over. I guess they're bored, nothing going on in their camp today, and thought they'd take apart this. We found the the little fan unit on the exhaust side of the turbo had lost some of its ability to be effectively a fan. So basically turbo failure. We could go run without turbo technically, but we'd risk an engine failure at that point. We have 4 weeks to go to LSPR. That's out of the question, generally speaking, to do that much work on the car between now and then. Also potentially risking running under power a crash that would be the season-ending moment. So yes, we'll take our second drop in the points here and get her back going for LSPR and push.
Ready for my first day of school.
The last stage of this loop, we ran part of it yesterday. It's got a lot of water bars and cuts across it, little dips. And those dips have become like launch pads. And it's just wham and wham. And so we are massively pogoing. I think the rear shocks are either cooked or just massively overheated, not doing much.
First set of loops of stages here on the last day in Tennessee. We were going really well the first part of the first stage. Coming up on the last part of the section, there's a long rock and I roll over it to try to make sure I don't hit it. And it kicks it up right into Glenn's seat.
No! Righty over 80 into 4 left.
Up in the ass of Timo.
There was one spot that we came across that had a big old boulder in it, but we managed to avoid it. Nick managed to avoid it. Our car overheated, you know, it's hot out there today. And we got 4 more stages to go.
At this point, our actual biggest concern is front tire wears. First stage, tires looked okay, they were getting a little chewed. Second stage, they were pretty knackered, but we're gonna take 2 spares and we're gonna bravely attempt to do a double tire swap on transit.
We're trading times with Henry. He's extended the lead a little bit on us. We're hoping the big secret is going to be our Michelin tires here on the last part. So looking at his tires coming into service, he's pretty smoked. Our tires are in a much better spot. So hoping we can find some time on the next section here just because we went with a better tire choice. So
7 left short and 7 right.
I'll take it to sponsorship.
You it's actually your gearbox that helped us. Wait, the rat you want?
Yes, yeah, first and first. First, he was good.
Inspiration for years. You have kept me going.
Congrats on the freaking championship.
I don't know why I'm looking. Wait, what's time to co-driver habits, man? Oh my god. Oh man.
We did it, guys! Woo! I love you guys so much.
First place finisher and new national champion, 965, Cyr and Glen Ray. There we go. He's an assistant. Yes. You put a lot in there. Oh, that's gnarly. There's a 3-day rally. Yeah, there you go. It's got a certain je ne sais quoi.
We ended up doing it. We ended up winning the rally. We won the championship. We were behind Henry all day, and we just came alive at the last few stages. Our Michelin LTX tires really helped us hook up and really deal with these really rough stages. So we just can't thank them enough for being on board. We have Olin's on board as well, and we were really able to set up our suspension and really helped us come away with the championship.
Overall, we had a good day. We didn't get any flats. And we made it to the finish, and that was about the best we could hope for.
Yep.
We landed 4th overall, and that was better than we were expecting coming into this one. We had a lot of limited 2 competitors this time.
First off, congrats to Chris and Glenn. They deserve the championship. They were on it since Snowdrift, and we took us until Ojibwe to find our strength and our stride. They were on it from the beginning of the year, so they deserve it.
21 years in the making. I've been waiting for this moment, and I get to go celebrate with my friends right now.
You know, I've learned a lot from them, and chasing them and being, you know, and being second to their first. It's going to take a while to really swallow and digest and put it into a positive mind.
For Cyr and Glen Ray, the fight has paid off.
I love you guys so much.
Their hard work, their grit,
I wish you were here.
has earned them the championship they've chased all season.
Happy tears, buddy. Happy tears.
But the story isn't over yet. The journey continues north to Michigan's Upper Peninsula for the final battle at the Lake Superior Performance Rally.